Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling amazing. I hope y'all are feeling encouraged and productive and all that good stuff. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling real good these days. And I wanted to chat with y'all real quick and get your opinion on something that's super controversial and something that I've given a lot of thought to, and something that has kind of been at the forefront of sports. And you know, this channel is about athletics and culture and how the two kind of collide to create these different experiences for us. An experience that I've been told is the most difficult but the most rewarding, and a lot of people have told me that it's the best job that they've ever had, is being a parent. And so, you know, I'm not a parent at the moment. I hope to become a mom one day, and I am dreading the day, literally dreading the day that my child, if I'm lucky enough to have one or several, I'm dreading the day when one of them comes up to me and says, "Mommy, I want to play football." So there's a gentleman by the name of Dr. Bennet Omalu, and he is the gentleman that discovered CTE. And for those of you that don't know what CTE is, and I didn't know what it was until the Will Smith movie, Concussion, and I love Will Smith. I don't love concussions, but I had never heard of CTE until that movie. And Dr. Bennet Omalu, whose life the movie is based on, discovered CTE in an ex-NFL player by the name of Mike Webster. And Mike Webster had an 18-year long career, not professionally. Some of those years were professional, some of those were amateur. But he had it was 18 years of Mike Webster playing football. It's estimated that Mike Webster, over that 18 years, it's estimated that Mike Webster received 70,000 blows to the head. 70,000. And most of those didn't result in a concussion. And that's kind of like been the main concern for a lot of people over the years. You know, their thing is, oh, if it's not a concussion, or if it's a concussion and it's not that bad, you know, let, you know, buddy old pal finish the game. And it's like, no, like, that's not good. That's all bad. That's a bad situation. And those blows to the head not only led to Mike Webster's untimely death, it's leading to a lot of really intense issues for a lot of football players. CTE can lead to memory loss. It can take away someone's ability to have complex thoughts. It can lead to depression and anxiety. It can lead to violent outbursts. And just like a host of really just terrible symptoms and just terrible things, and ultimately it leads to death, and death at a young age at that. I personally know former NFL players who have told me that the headaches that they get on a consistent basis scare them. The fact that they'll go to a grocery store, and if they don't have an exact list of what they went in that grocery store to get, they will get to the grocery store and not remember what they're there for, not remember what they have at their home, so they don't buy the same stuff that they have at home. Just fear. They're scared. People are scared. And these are guys that have been playing football since they were 5 years old, since Pop Warner. They've been playing football, and they're scared for their future. A study came out in 2018 that was conducted by the Annals of Neurology. And they studied 266 former football players after their death. They studied their brains, and they found CTE in 211 of them. And so to say that CTE is prevalent in football players is an understatement. Dr. Omalu has said, and this is a bold statement that has ruffled a lot of feathers. He himself has said that any parent that would allow their child to play football, especially under the age of 12, should be prosecuted for child abuse. Now, while I vehemently disagree that a parent letting their child play football is child abuse, there's a part of me that understands what he's saying, because studies have also shown that while a lot of these head blows to the head don't lead to concussions, over the course of just one football game, just one, a player is exposed to between 40 and 60 violent blows to the head. 40 to 60 in one game. And that might not result in a concussion, but it is still extremely dangerous. And it's still, over time, it leads to CTE. And really, it only takes one major brain injury to lead to an illness like CTE or ALS or those types of things that can really affect someone's health and really affect their quality of life. And I've heard people say to me, Michelle, playing tennis, like, a kid can get hit with a ball in the eye or in the chest, and that can lead to a terrible injury, which is true, which is extremely true. But the difference is, if a kid or an adult is getting hit with a tennis ball throughout the course of a match or practice or whatever it is, that's an accident. It's not happening every single time that person steps out on the court. Every single time a football player plays in a game or is practicing, they are exposed to between 40 and 60 violent blows to the head. And that's not like, oh, it was an accident. That's the nature of the game. And I do commend the NFL. Well, let me start by saying this. It's super messed up that the NFL knew about CTE and the impact of brain injuries on the long-term and short-term health of their athletes. They knew about it and said nothing for years. But in the last couple of years, they've tried their best to kind of do what they can to remedy different things. They have their players wearing the sanctioned helmets. They have helmets that have been proven to reduce concussions, and so they have their players. They've made it mandatory for their players to wear them, which I think is a good step. They also have neurologists at every single game in practice. I think they are more. They're a bit more attentive to concussions, rather than just letting a kid get his bell rung, which is the term that they use in football. When you get hit really hard, then you have the ringing in the ears, or people are out there getting their bell rung or getting a really intense concussion, and they're being sent back into the game. I think they're doing their best to curtail that practice, but even so, football is violent, and that's just what it is. Like, there's not a whole lot that can be done to take the violence out of the game, and still keep it fun, and still keep it interesting, and still keep viewership. And numbers around the country have shown that there are far less kids playing youth football than the decline has been crazy. There's because parents are kind of getting hip to the fact that this is dangerous. And other parents have said, football teaches, it teaches toughness, mental and physical toughness. It teaches leadership. It teaches teamwork. Yes, that's what sports do, and I can't deny that. I'm sure that football and athletics in general does teach those things. It teaches good sportsmanship, and it teaches teaches kids how to lose gracefully and win gracefully and all that good stuff. But they can do that playing tennis. They can learn all those things playing tennis. They can learn all of those things playing basketball. They can learn all of those things playing golf. They can learn all those things running track. They can learn all of those things playing another sport that is not going to put them in harm's way. So, as you guys can probably tell, yeah, I'm not letting my kid play football. It's not going down. It's not happening. It's too dangerous. I wouldn't allow it. Brett Favre, who is one of the greatest to ever do it, has come out and said that his 8-year-old grandson will not be, what he said was that he won't be encouraging his 8-year-old grandson to play football. And it's so interesting because when Brett Favre retired, the last play of his career ended in a massive concussion. And he speaks openly about being scared for his future. He's terrified for his future. He's terrified for the future of other NFL players. LeBron James has come out and say, to say that he would never let his kids play football. Jack Brewer, who has come out and to say that Jack Brewer is another former NFL player, and he has stated that he will never let his kids play football. And it's like, these are the actual athletes that are telling people this is dangerous. And these guys have played it at the highest level. And they are telling the world, my kids are not playing football, so don't let your kids play football. It's dangerous. I know so many, parents that love football. And I know so many dads that can't wait for their son's first Pop Warner game. And, it's something that they're really, really looking forward to. If you ask me, I wouldn't let my kid play football. But that's just me. But I want you guys to tell me how y'all feel. So please comment below. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. But more importantly, I want to know how you guys feel. I want to know if you guys think that there are ways to make football safer for kids and adults, for everyone. I want to know if you guys think that there's ways to, remedy the head trauma issue and the concussion issue. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if you guys think that people should play flag football only, and we should do away with tackle football. And I want you guys to tell me if your kids are playing football and how it's working out for them, and if you feel like it is doing more harm than good. I want to know it all. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me how you feel, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.